Hello, this is your host, not a guru. In this video, we will attempt to convey the ancient wisdom as we explore the origins of life. In the Hermetic wisdom contained in the Kybalion are the secrets of the life force. According to the ancient wisdom found in the Kybalion, the principles of truth are 7. He who knows these, understandingly, possesses the magic key before whose touch all the doors of the temple fly open. According to the Kybalion, the all is mind. The universe is mental. The all is spirit, a universal, infinite, living mind. This principle explains the true nature of energy, power, and matter. All of the phenomenal world or universe is simply a mental creation of the all, subject to the laws of created things, and that the universe as a whole, and in its parts or units, has its existence in the mind of the all, in which mind we live and move and have our being. Please understand that we make no appeal to the veracity of any religion or theory of science. Our only appeal is to the mind of the all. Some imagine that life was brought to Earth by meteors and asteroids. Others imagine that life was brought to Earth by extraterrestrial beings. And others imagine that lightning hit a placid pond and something magical happened and life began, although no coherent explanation has been offered as to exactly what that magical happening was. According to two of the greatest scientific minds of our age, Albert Einstein and Max Planck, the father of quantum physics, life did not originate with matter. According to Albert Einstein, matter is spirit reduced to a point of visibility. There is no matter. According to Max Planck, there is no matter as such. All matter exists and originates only by virtue of a force. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. According to the ancient Hermetic wisdom, life is not simply the result of a chemical or biological process. Life is a conscious force acting on matter in order to bring it to a state of vibration that allows the life force to express itself. For over 160 years, the mainstream scientific community has been promoting the theory of evolution as originally proposed by Charles Darwin. However, this theory is not without some serious problems. An article in New Scientist magazine appeared in January of 2009 entitled, "Why Darwin Was Wrong About the Tree of Life." According to the article, modern genetics has revealed that representing evolutionary history as a tree is misleading, with scientists now saying a more realistic way to represent the origins and interrelatedness of species would be an impenetrable thicket, not a tree. According to Eric Baptiste, an evolutionary biologist at the Pierre and Marie Curie University in Paris, we have no evidence at all that the tree of life is a reality. According to Michael Rose, an evolutionary biologist at the University of California, Irvine, the tree of life is being politely buried. What's less accepted is that our whole fundamental view of biology needs to change. Despite the fact that evolutionary theory has dominated the scientific landscape over the past 160 plus years, no coherent explanation has ever been offered that explains the exact method by which biological life began. And no coherent explanation has ever been offered that explains the exact method that determines how or why evolution occurs. The evidence of intermediate forms predicted by evolutionary theory are conspicuously absent in the fossil record. All life forms in the fossil record appear as life forms in toto. They are complete and fully functioning. Flowering plants, both stem and crown, appear out of nowhere in the fossil record, fully formed and functional. Dr. David Weishampel of Johns Hopkins University stated, "From my reading of the fossil record of dinosaurs, no direct ancestors have been discovered for any dinosaur species. Alas, my list of dinosaurian ancestors is an empty one." Now, if mathematics is a science, and the science of mathematics indicates that there is less than 1 chance in 10 to the 40,000th power that life could have originated by random trials, then wouldn't it be logical to look for an explanation that would render a more plausible scenario? According to the ancient Hermetic wisdom, we would propose that life is not biology or chemistry. Genetic material can be recovered from things both living and dead. Life is an intelligent force that acts on matter to bring it to a level of vibration that allows the life force to express itself. No one has ever held a beaker of life. No one has ever developed a sensor that detects life within creatures or identified how life emerges from biological operations. We can only observe when something exhibits the characteristics of life. No matter what proposals or theories are brought forth to explain the origin and development of life, it is plain that no design exists in nature that is without purpose. In nature, purpose defines function, and function determines design. And it has never been otherwise. Thus far, life hasn't been explained or generated by biological operations or engineering principles. Likewise, there are no definitive studies identifying how consciousness or agency arise from the actions of neurons. These are objective and important observations, indicating that life, like consciousness, seems immaterial. If so, then life must be imparted to creatures from a source of life. It is plainly evident that a blind and random process cannot be responsible for the multi-layered complexity within an ecosystem. Each layer in an ecosystem is inhabited by biological families that are codependent. For example, we detect within bee-flower relationships a higher level of information that isn't found in either organism alone. I am pointing this out because the source of life and the interrelatedness of all living things cannot be understood from a purely materialistic worldview. The understanding that life itself is a dynamic and intelligent force holds the key to living your highest and best. Let me share the secret that was revealed to me in 2016. Have you ever experienced a moment so profound it left an indelible mark on your soul? That's precisely what happened to me during a walk through a wooded park. As I strolled along the path, a persistent thought kept nagging at me. The urge to say, "I love you," to a tree. At first, I dismissed this as mere nonsense, but the feeling only grew stronger. Determined to quiet the intuitive voice in my head, I eventually gave in and began expressing my love, quietly but out loud. On later walks, I was not only encouraged to say "I love you" to the trees, but also to the grass and the bugs and the rocks and literally everything that surrounded me. After just a few weeks of this practice, something extraordinary happened. To my surprise, the simple act of verbally acknowledging the beauty and wonder of the natural world around me had a transformative effect. One day, as I turned to head back to my car after my walk in the park, I was suddenly overwhelmed by a powerful wave of love emanating from every direction. Tears streamed down my face as I felt a profound connection to the very elements of nature I'd once taken for granted. I still get tears in my eyes just thinking about it. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. The act of expressing love, even to the seemingly inanimate objects in our lives, has the power to unlock a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. By opening our hearts and minds to the beauty that surrounds us, we can cultivate a profound sense of gratitude and reverence for the natural world. And not only that, we can charge the atmosphere around us with positive energy and change the vibration of our surroundings. This revelation has been nothing short of transformative. I now see the world through a lens of expanded awareness, recognizing that we are all intrinsically connected to the greater cosmic consciousness that underlies all of creation. According to the ancient Hermetic wisdom, every thought, every action, every experience is a manifestation within the universal mind, or the mind of the all. By embracing this Hermetic wisdom, I have gained a deeper understanding of my own role in shaping my reality. I've come to realize that we are not mere passive observers, but active co-creators in the unfolding of the matrix of existence. Our thoughts and intentions hold the power to influence the very fabric of our experience. This knowledge is not merely theoretical. It is a practical tool for personal growth, transformation, and the realization of our highest potential. Along with this knowledge comes the awareness that everything is an extension of Source consciousness. By aligning our minds with the universal principles of the Kabbalion, we can tap into the limitless possibilities that lie within us and manifest the life of our dreams.